What's going on, people? It's your boy Theo, and this is Shakedown. Yes, we are back, and I come to do episode 53, entitled "A Year Like No Other." Now, let me tell you, it's been a year like no other, to be honest. And I thought I would talk to you about how I felt over the last 12 months. It has been a complete roller coaster for everybody involved, and I wanted to do an episode which I wanted to just give my general opinion about the way in which things have handled. So we're going to talk about that and what I hope from now going forward. So let's get to it. Alright, so the first lockdown initiated today, 23rd of March. The stay-at-home order was issued by Boris Johnson. He gave a televised address to the nation, involving people to stay at home, to save lives, and protect the NHS. I know it's the other way around, but you get what I'm talking about. And it was a slogan that we all had to really drill in, to be honest. We needed to make sure that we were safe. I remember the streets being empty, shops, bars, restaurants, cinemas, everything closed. It was just such a weird thing for everybody, and even for me as an NHS worker. Yes, I do go out to work and everything, but it was just tough on everybody else because so many people have lost their jobs, and as a result, because every day that went passing by, people weren't working. The economy the economy was actually just in a mess. It was crazy. We had the clap for carers. We had 10 weeks of the clap for carers, and for the first few weeks it was amazing, you know. And then it lost its way a little bit, but as an NHS worker, I am deeply, and I'll say again, deeply appreciative of all those who have shown us support throughout this whole pandemic. You know, people out there have been able to, you know, do little bits for us, you know, to give us discounts and to deliver food and just give us that extra boost. So, you know, it is appreciative. Don't get it twisted that I'm not ungrateful. From the bottom of my heart, I truly am grateful for the work that my colleagues have done, and also to the people that actually supported us throughout this tough time. So yeah, I really am appreciative of it. One thing I'm not appreciative of, though, is Dominic Cummings. Now, he came into prominence because he went out and basically broke the rules. He went out and he went to County Durham, all the way from London. He wanted to test his eyesight. He wanted to go and check up his wife, which his wife was living over 200 miles away. He even had a press conference talking about what happened, and even that was just like so annoying in which he did things. Basically, he just simply opened the floodgates to and not realize that he has done that. He felt like he's done nothing wrong, but yeah, he's done something wrong here. He just royally messed up here. I think had he not broken the rules, maybe we probably would have been able to handle this a little bit better. Maybe we would have been coming out of lockdown and everything a lot sooner than necessary, but we are where we are. Contactless cards. If you have a chip and pin card and you got and it's contactless, basically it was raised from £30 to £45, and that was a bit of a stretch, really, because we most of us now are not carrying cash, and we're only paying by card, so the less contact that you make, the easier it is for everybody, and the safer it is going to be, because we have to take no chances when it comes to coronavirus. I remember the Nightingale hospitals. Remember that? The Nightingale hospitals that didn't even get to be used. And at first I thought, yeah, it was going to be a good idea. But the sad thing is just that there's no staff to run the hospitals, basically. And currently, if it hasn't already been done, it's been dismantled as we speak. The first trials of the vaccine, there was talk of the vaccine like throughout the start of this, and they actually started the trials here in this country the 23rd of April, so a month later. So they started the vaccines, and we knew that there was going to be people around the world that was going to make the vaccine possible. Now, a lot of people would say, how the hell would the vaccine be developed that quickly? It's literally that simple. All it is just that there's been governments, there's been people who are benefactors, basically, who have been throwing money at it, throwing money at the vaccine development, and all it was just a constant effort to get there, to work round the clock to get the vaccine rolled out. There was no corners cut, none at all, and progressively now we do have the vaccine. Also, I want to give a shout out to is Sir Captain Tom Moore. He has done so well in raising the money for the NHS, becoming an overnight celebrity, as it were, and with his daughter Hannah, and it's just really amazing of what he's been able to achieve, and how much he was willing to give, in this rough time. So yeah, and also the furlough scheme was announced by Richie Sunak, and that was actually a big call. And to be honest, I was so critical of the way that in which the government was trying to sort this out. But Richie Sunak was the one that was trying to get things moving. He done the furlough scheme. He done the Eat Out to help out things. Yes, I know it more or less was a bad idea with the Eat Out to help out scheme, because it may have contributed in the rise of cases. I'm going to talk about that in a second. So, yeah, that was the crazy thing about the first lockdown. It was tough, it was brutal, and then everything all changed. And yeah, it was mad. It was mad. Right, so lockdown 2. Following the Eat Out Help Out scheme, and because of my instincts being an NHS worker, I figured that there would be another lockdown coming, and I have said that on Real Talk videos. And it came to pass on the 12th of October. It was announced by the Prime Minister that we'll be in a 3-tier system of restrictions. Now, to many people it was confusing, and to many people it was kind of like thinking to ourselves what to do, what not to do. It was asking so much questions, and which we're best to follow the rules as best as we can. Like everything was just crazy then. I remember the scale back Remembrance Sunday services. My birthday actually falls then, and yeah, every year I give my respects to those who have served and who have fallen. I think it was just the right thing to do before I celebrate my birthday. But even then, my birthday was on a lockdown. I remember going to Five Guys to actually get something to eat, and then and then that was it. I didn't do anything else. I didn't go to anything that could actually remotely celebrate my birthday. But yeah, that was the weirdest thing. But hey, I lived to for another year. That's what I'm grateful for. And then it was announced on the 29th of not October, November, that 3 households were to mix in the week of Christmas. Now we was thinking to ourselves, like, with Christmas, like, it was just going to be hard, because we knew that Christmas is a time of year where families were going to get together and they were going to try to their best to just do their best to kind of make the best of it. But it got worse and worse and worse as far as I'm concerned. I remember everybody was just trying to figure out a way in which they could actually celebrate its Christmas as best as they could. But honestly, it was just crazy. It was just mad. And then the big news that we were all waiting for was the news of the vaccine. We were the first country in the world, the UK, first country in the world to approve the Pfizer vaccine, and that happened on the 2nd of December. And then the Oxford AstraZeneca vaccine was approved on the 30th of December. So really, it was just the news that we were waiting for, and then it started to begin to do the rollout, with Margaret Keenan having the first dose in the world. And when I saw it on the news, when she had it in Coventry, it was a hospital in Coventry. It was just a brilliant thing, just knowing that, yeah, it's going to start to get better. But then the debate of the vaccine literally raged on, because you had many people talking about the reluctance to do it, to trust. There was just that level of trust, and there's this whole division. There was anti-vaxxers creating misinformation. And let me stress to you that I'm not a person that's creating misinformation. I am an NHS worker, so I know what I'm talking about. So I knew that I was going to have the vaccine, and I knew that I would be able to trust in the vaccine, and I took mine in December, late December, and by the time you watch this video, I would have my second vaccine, and I would be the first within the family, I believe, to actually have it done, and I would be one of the few black people that's actually going to get it done. And as you can see, I'm still here. A lot of people have actually said that the anti-vaxxers and everything was spreading misinformation, like I said, saying that it's gonna mess up my fertility. It will cause massive effects strange effects from me, and I would have electrodes or robots, being controlled by robots, or being looked at by government and all that stuff. Like, it's just total nonsense. But I took the vaccine. I'm fine. There's nothing wrong with me. There isn't anything going wrong that I feel like I'm losing control of myself or anything else like that. The vaccine done well to protect me. I wanted to protect my patients. I wanted to protect the people I care about. I wanted to do the best that I could to do my job efficiently. So that's why I've done it. But yeah, the second lockdown, it was just really, we were all scratching heads here. We didn't know whether or not this was going to make things better, but honestly, now that we knew that the vaccine was coming, and the vaccine came about, I can sense that there's going to be a tide turning here. So yeah, that was happening in the second lockdown. Okay, so the third lockdown. This is the lockdown that we're currently in, and basically, it's been starting from the 5th of January. Um, the stay-at-home order has been, well, well, been ordered by the Prime Minister, and it just didn't feel. It doesn't feel as worse as the first lockdown. It doesn't feel like it. Um, the biggest change was the vaccine program. It's been rolled out. We have vaccinations across the country. We've had it in the makeshift places like cinemas, like football stadiums. Um, we got it in mosque, and it's just been amazing, to be brutally honest, how we've been able to get it out there to many people, and to date we have over 25 million people being vaccinated. Well, to be honest, we have got 27 to date. But by the time you watch this video, the figure is going to go up even more, and it's just been mad. And then following that, the Prime Minister, Boris Johnson, talked about the roadmap out of lockdown. It will begin on the 8th of March, which was a few weeks ago. And so far to date, there's not been really that many reports about school closures or mass breakouts of the vaccine. I think everybody was just happy for the kids to go back in school. Um, During the whole lockdown process, throughout the year, it's caused many kids to miss out on education. It's messed up the exam results, and it's kind of hard for the futures to be made clear following all of this, and yeah, it's just been tough. It's seriously been tough. Um, the Prime Minister went out in stages. So the next big stage, is the 12th of April, and that's the non-essential stores that's going to reopen, and hopefully we should see a significant difference into the way that we're trying to reclaim back our lives. The big date that we're all looking forward to is the 21st of June. That's hopeful, when all the restrictions should be rescinded, and everybody can get back to doing their normal lives. But I know about people who has been protesting about the anti. Let me start again. I know about people who's been protesting. They just don't want the lockdown to happen. They're anti-lockdown, basically. And look, this is only going to work if we only work together. We have to take this one step at a time. So, look, we don't know if we are going to get to that stage now where, you know, where the rules are going to be rescinded. I mean, it's been a year like no other, and even now, to look forward to that day, I can look forward to it, but at the same time, I'm not. I'm still going to be thinking to myself, this isn't real. Like, this is just going to take time for me to actually say to myself, okay, I can get back to doing what I usually do. Like, I can go back to the gym, I can go to do some shopping other than supermarkets. Don't get me wrong, it's great to go out there and do shopping, but I miss being able to pick up stuff from stores, being able to window shop. Even holidays, people are dying to actually go on holidays, go and do some traveling, and at the moment, it's still up in the air. They talked about vaccine passports. We don't know if that's going to happen or not. I have a feeling that it will happen, but you can disagree with me. But we're going to see what's going to happen. We're going to see. But right now we're in this lockdown, and we're still trying to get ourselves out of it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, it could all work out for everybody. Alright people, that about does it for episode 53 of Shakedown. Thank you for watching. If you like it, subscribe if you're new. Let me know what you think about this video. Let me know what you think about how lockdown has treated you. Look, the upshot is just that I am glad that we've got social media, we've got on-demand TV, we've got we had so many people that came out of their way to just try and keep their country moving, and indeed the world. So shout out to those people who have done that. Yeah, it's a massive effort. We will get back to our normal lives. We will. For me, it's gonna stay with me forever because of what I've seen, because of what I experience every day, seeing the world for what it is. There's some people out there who are trying to protect themselves, look after number one, but there's people out there who are trying to make a difference, and we should try and work together. As I said before, we are not different right now. We're virtually in the same boat. Neither of us is inferior, neither of us is superior, and I think that we have to remember that as we go forward, because following the end of all of this, we've got so much to keep. We've got so much to look forward to on a positive scale, but a negative scale is this: people have got economic issues coming from this. People have got mental health issues. People are trying to just basically come to terms with losing their loved ones, you know, and people have not been able to celebrate to celebrate their weddings or anniversaries, even go to funerals. The fact that, you know, that even funerals, it's like, you know, only so many people can actually go, and people can't even comfort each other and everything else. It's horrible. It's heartbreaking for everybody. And I know, I can understand, I can appreciate it, and I can appreciate, but this is tough for everybody. So I hope that we all learn something from this. I know I have. But thank you for watching. I appreciate it. Until the next video, please stay safe. I'm out. Thanks for watching. This is Shakedown. Peace.